Okay. The module 2 we discussed process management. Okay. So yesterday class we discussed about operations on processes, inter-process communication. Okay. So this is the first concept in the module 2. Okay. The second concept, that is CPU scheduling. This diagram is very important. Okay. If you are doing anything, follow these point. It allocated for CPU means it must and should execute.
Complete.
Once the execution is finished, then only it is allocated for another process. Okay. Preemptive means based on priority. For example, two priorities, lower priority and highest priority. For example, as of now, the lower priority is running in the CPU, but the highest priority process is in the ready queue. Then what happens? The CPU will execute highest priority process. So what about the lowest priority? It will goes to which state? Again, it will goes to ready state. Okay, we'll see. See, in preemptive, don't this process will finish its execution. Okay, turnaround time. What is burst time, Amma? We can also call as execution time. Okay, burst time means execution time. I will show one example, Amma. Wait, visible, Amma, screen. See, in the exam point of view, Amma, they will give the processes and burst time. Okay. See, how many processes are there here? P1, P2, P3. Burst time means I'm giving the time in terms of seconds, Amma, not minutes. Okay. Even CPU, it will take milliseconds for execution of every process. Okay. So I given time 24 seconds for execution of process P1. Amma, listen everyone carefully. As of now, I am just giving overview. Tomorrow we will see in depth. Okay. So P1, it will execute how much time it required? 24 seconds. P2, 3 seconds. P3, 3 seconds. Okay. See how to write it Gantt chart. This is the okay. P1, P2, P3. Okay. Every process starts with 0 only. Okay. 0 seconds. So P1 is required how much time, Amma, to completion of execution? 24 seconds. Okay. P2 required how many seconds? See the above. How many seconds? 3 seconds. But why I mentioned 27? Any reason? P1 it takes 24 seconds to execute. P2 takes how much time? 3 seconds. But why I mentioned 27? See, P2 is waited until P1 execution is complete. Okay. Once the P1 is completed, then only P2 will execute. Okay. So total actual P2 will execute 3 seconds plus how much time it will wait? 24 seconds. So 24 plus 3, 27. Okay. So what about P3? P3 is 3 seconds, but P3 is waited until P2 is finished its execution. Okay. So 27 plus 3, how much? 30. Clear here? See. Now here we need to calculate. Okay. This is process. AT means arrival time. Okay. Every process, the time starts 0. Okay. That's why 0. Burst time. So The user, they will give as per their requirement 24 seconds, 3 seconds, and 3 seconds. Okay. Completion time. CT means completion time 24. T2 will take how much? This 24 plus 3, 27. This is 30. Okay. Waiting time. P1 is how much time for waiting? 0. Why 0? So this is the first process to execute. Okay. It won't wait. Okay. That's why waiting time is 0. P2 waiting time is 24 second. Okay. Because P1 is executing means this much time is waiting time. And P3 27. This is calculation of average weight. Tomorrow we will see what are average weight, all these. Okay. What about turnaround time, Amma? Both CT, turnaround time, both are same. Okay. Both are in some point, both are same, but actually how we can define turnaround time? Waiting time plus burst time. Okay. Turnaround time means waiting time plus burst time we call turnaround time. Okay. See one more Amma, that is first come, first serve. That means the process which is enter into the first, that will execute. Okay. SJF, shortest job first. This is, we can treat it as preemptive, non-preemptive, both. See. Oh, both. Ah. So process P1 మనం రేపు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం, బట్ ఓవర్ వ్యూ చెప్తాను మీకు. ఆ టెర్మినాలజీస్, టర్న్ అరౌండ్, వెయిటింగ్ టైం, బర్స్ట్ టైం తెలియటం కోసం. ఓకే. సో ప్రాసెస్ P1, P2, P3, P4. ఓకే. వాట్ ఇస్ ద బర్స్ట్ టైం? 6, 8, 7, 3. See, forget about all these 3, 6, 7, 8 and 0, 3, 9. So first, why I given P4 first priority? See, the algorithm is SJF means shortest job first. That means the process which is having the shortest burst time. Okay. See, among 4 processes, which is the lowest? P4. It contains how many seconds? 3 seconds. So this is the shortest. So P4. And then P1, P3, P2. Okay. Now, these are the burst time. How many seconds required to execute P4? 3 seconds. P1, 6 seconds. P3, 7 seconds. P2, 8 seconds. Okay. We required to complete its execution. How much time it required? As of now, P1 is 6 seconds burst time, but it will wait until P4 execution. So how much? 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 6. Sorry, 9 plus 7, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. Is it clear, Amma? Any doubts? Okay. So same procedure, Amma. Why we are calculating waiting time, turnaround time means for increasing the system performance, CPU performance. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss these algorithms. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Burst time means we given time. Okay, for execution of each process. Okay. Arrival time means, or else I will show the wait on this one. See, arrival time means time at which the process arrives in the ready queue. Okay. Completion time, time at which process completes its execution. turnaround time. Either you can use this formula or this one. Okay. Completion time minus arrival time or waiting time plus burst time. Okay. Just now we saw how to calculate turnaround time. Waiting time means turnaround time minus burst time. Okay. Or else any formula waiting time. How to calculate waiting time? Tomorrow we will see, Amma. These are the some of the terminologies used in the CPU scheduling. Okay. The next concept, that is CPU scheduling criteria. Okay. What are the parameters required to increase the system performance? Okay. The CPU scheduling criteria divided into maximize and minimize. So which parameter which are increasing the performance of a system? Throughput, CPU utilization, we always keep maximize, because CPU utilization means if you give the more number of users can execute their programs, that is CPU utilization is more. Throughput, what do you mean by throughput? What do you mean by throughput, Amma?
Number of processes are executed in unit times.
Yes, number of processes are executed unit time. Okay. So within a given period of time, if you execute more number of processes, or else in general, within a given period of time, more number of users access their data. Okay. So what happens? Throughput is more means the system performance is more. Efficiency will increase. Okay. We always keep remember, so always maximize the CPU utilization and throughput. Okay. We always keep minimum, which are turnaround time. What do you mean by turnaround time? Waiting time plus burst time. Okay. So always minimum. Minimum undali. Okay. వీటికి maximum ఉండాలి, then only the CPU scheduling performs very well. Okay. So waiting time, always less waiting time means the performance is more. Response time. Okay. Let's see. CPU utilization, same definition, Amma, already you know. CPU utilization, main task in which the operating system needs to make sure that CPU remains as busy as possible. It can range from means 100% or 90% CPU utilization. Once you press Control Alt Delete, it will show how much CPU is utilizing. Okay. Even you can try it after the class. There, once you press Control Alt Delete and go to Task Manager, there it will execute processors, how much memory is CPU is utilizing. All these are available, Amma. You can check out after the completion of class. Okay. And throughput finishes their execution for unit time is known as throughput. So see what you mean by RTOs, Amma, here I forgot it. However, for the RTOs, it can be range from 40% to 90%. What do you mean by RTOs? Roll number 8. What do you mean by RTOS? Anyone? What do you mean by RTOs?
Real-time operating system.
Real-time operating system. Okay. So in the real-time operating system, you can achieve CPU scheduling until from 40% to 90%. That means the performance is more. Okay. These are the minimum. Always we need to keep remember, Amma. So waiting time, response time, and turnaround time. These are very less time. What is dispatcher, Amma? So all the jobs are placed into the job queue. So all the after that all the jobs are loaded into the memory, that is ready queue. After that one of the process is assigned for or allocated for CPU. So we will do Amma for allocating CPU. One of the process you can allocate to CPU. So dispatcher distributing like that distributing. Okay. This dispatcher will send the process from ready queue to CPU execution. Okay, let's see. It is the model that provides control of the CPU to the process. The dispatcher should be passed so that it can run on every context switch. In this diagram, wait. See, Amma, this is job queue. Job queue means all the processes are placed into the queue, that is called job queue or the ready queue. All the jobs are loaded into the memory called ready queue. So all are ready. So one of the process is allocated for CPU for execution. That is dispatcher here. Dispatcher will allocate the process to CPU. Okay, dispatches. That means just like a sending. Okay. Come on, any queries? So today we discussed about what is CPU scheduling, types of CPU scheduling, and then some terminologies used in the CPU scheduling. Okay, and then dispatcher. So tomorrow one of the important concept Amma, that is CPU scheduling algorithm. Okay, any queries? No queries? My process states diagram is very important. Based on that diagram, every concept is based on that process states diagram only. Okay. Any queries? Akila, any queries?
No, sir.
Okay, ma, in the operating system, you must learn about what is process, PCB, and then process states diagram, and then algorithms, the flow, what is ready queue, what is job queue, what is scheduler, and all these algorithms, amma. ఎగ్జామ్ ఎప్పుడు ఉందమ్మా మీకు మార్చి మంది ఎప్పుడు ఉంది సబ్జెక్ట్
So March 1st నుంచి ఎగ్జామ్ సార్.
మార్చ్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి. So today we finished this concept, Amma, scheduling criteria. Tomorrow we will finish. So mostly it will cover until this per mid. Okay, Amma, thank you all. If you're having any queries, you can ask me. Remaining members, even you can log out after 2:50. Okay, thank you all. You can log out. You can leave from the session.